Hey folks, welcome to the Mandolin tune of the week. Thanks for joining me this week. We've got a great Red Rector tune. This is one called Hominy Creek. So Red recorded this on his record Appaloosa, which I would encourage going to check that recording out before you go any further here, just to hear the real deal. So before we get started, I'll let you know that I do run a Patreon account, which means that for $3 a month you can get access to tabs and backing tracks for these Mandolin tune of the week videos. Additionally, for $8 a month, you can get some bonus lessons. Alright, so here it is. This is Red Rector's tune, Hominy Creek. So I'm going to go ahead and play the A part slow. This is a short and simple tune, but it has some weirdness to it on the way that it lays out on the fingerboard, and especially the right hand just has some kind of strange patterns that you might not have encountered before. So I'll go ahead and play the A section once now, just slowly to break it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So really short and sweet A part there. It has these pickup notes when it comes in. So it has 3 pickup notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's going to be the downbeat of the first measure. So we'll just start to play it phrase by phrase. So we're going to start with those pickup notes. And then twice on the E, twice on the D, but then after that second downstroke, we're going to play an upstroke on that open A. So all of that together will sound like this. And that's just kind of a floating note before this next lick. So. And you could play this lick here, that G to A. You could play just like that, but I think it lays out with the speed of the tune and the way the tune lays out, I think it's a little easier to fret it there on the 7th fret. So far, here's what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. So moving on, our next phrase is going to be over a D minor chord, and we're going to have some syncopations in the right hand. I'll go ahead and play it once, and then we'll break it down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So mostly we're going to have this pattern when we go down, up, down. And we're still going to keep kind of this right hand motion going. It's just going to be down, up, down. You know, we're just going to not play that downstroke that's in the middle, so it'd be down, up, down, up, down. You know, that's 5 strokes. Down, up, down, up, down. We're just going to take out that middle downstroke. Down, up, down. Just like that. And the pattern here is going to start on an open D. Kind of the same right hand pattern. We're going to start by playing this D octave. And have this little run of notes. That's the D, the E, and then the C down to the open A. And that's just A, D, C, D. So that whole phrase will sound like this. So coupled with the first phrase, here's what we're going to have. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's half of the A section. Let's go ahead and move on to the second half now. So we're going to have some floating notes on this part using that open A string. We're going to start out by climbing up here, C, D, E, G, and then E, A, D, E, D, A, and then the same thing with C, D, C, A. So together. And then we're just going to play G, E, D, C, ending on an upstroke there. And then we have a really simple lick to end this A part, and it's actually how we're going to end the B section too. So the trickiest thing at the end is down, up, up, down, just like we did in the middle of that A section. So that last lick once more. So I'll play the whole A section now just to put it in context. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be our A section. Let's go ahead and move on to the B. So this B section is pretty short and sweet, real repetitive. It's going to have the same ending as the A part. I'll just go ahead and play it once, and then we'll start to break it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to start out with this lick. And ending on that A, we're going to jump to the A octave. So that's just this kind of two-finger pentatonic run. Just G, A, C, E, D, C, A. And then upstroke on that open A string. So that's a little bit of a jump. That might be tricky to get at first. So after that open A, it's just going to be C, A, G, F. I'm going to be using that F for the first time. E, D, C. So, and then back down to that open G. And that's our first and third phrase of this B section. So moving on here, our next phrase is going to go something like this. So we're going to have another one of those down, up, up, down patterns. So we'll just do that much. G, A, C, D, E, D, C. Open G, A to D, and then E to D. And that's going to have that down, up, up, down. So together, that second phrase is going to sound something like this. 1 and a 2 and. Now coupled with the first phrase, here's what we're going to have. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and. Now after that, we're going to play the first phrase again. And then do what we did to end our A section. So the second half of that. And that's the B section. So I'll go ahead and play that B section once more all the way through just to put it in context. Slow it down so you can hear the whole thing at once. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And there it is, folks. That is Hominy Creek by Red Rector here on the Mandolin Tune of the Week. So thanks for joining me this week. If it's your first time, welcome. Thanks for checking this out. I'm sure you're a mandolin nerd like me, and you're giving me a reason to do this and pursue these kind of cool, unheard, unplayed tunes every week. So make sure to subscribe to the channel below. Check out the Patreon. Those kind of things can really help me keep this going from week to week. So I'll play it once more. Feel free to play along.